Hello, YouTube family, and welcome to a Monday. It's big hair, it's curls, it's Scoop, it's Auntie. Let's get that hug in. It's not cute not knowing, and now we're all gonna know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I needed my beads for this one. Jada's book ain't selling. I looked high and low. I started looking last week. I said, where this book at? That book is not selling. Jada Pinkett Smith book, Worthy. Her life, the marriage, the Tupac. People was like, she was on the Today Show like 1,000 times. This book has bombed this early. Barnes & Noble, their list, came in 173. New York Times bestsellers list, number 44. Kindle, it was like 2,700. First off, I kind of figured that it wouldn't do well because y'all told me. Every time I would bring it up, and y'all would do the, Patty, we sick of hearing this. We sick of hearing about this book. We tired of hearing about this book. But I think that she didn't help, because even I was like, oh, I'm tired of this. These Tupac stories. I knew it was in trouble when Will showed up with the family to help promote it in Baltimore, and that wasn't going to help. And I think because at the end of the day, people love Will, and they didn't like how this was all playing out. Should she be able to tell her story? Of course. But do people want to hear it? That's the thing. Do people want to hear it? You know, yes, she's been painted as this villain, but I think people are tired. And when people are tired, what will they do? They will not support the project. Now, this is an amazing week because with the pre-orders, Britney Spears' book, The Woman in Me, it's already number 1. Will it stay number 1? Because sometimes there's overkill. And it won't sell the project. Rihanna, she has signed a $32 million deal with Live Nation. Child, the end of 24, 25, it's going to be Rihanna everywhere. 2 albums, a tour. Yeah, she is going on tour, which I'm sure is going to be made into a movie. Because movie, concert, films are back with the success of Taylor Swift and the Eras. Beyonce's coming, Renaissance, December the 1st. Which brings me to this question. Movie theater etiquette. A lot of people are annoyed with the Taylor Swift because people won't stop dancing and singing and jumping up and standing throughout the whole movies like they're at a concert. Is this going to be happening at Beyonce's Renaissance? I think the ones in peace, most of us are going to have to be like, we're going to wait till it come on streaming, because you know it will hit streaming next. But is this the thing? But concert films, they are back. Friday, I ate my crow, and I had my big girl drawers on. I ate it like a champ. I said, Tyrese, woo, I have to apologize for thinking that you weren't telling the truth about that ex-wife. Well, he was telling the truth about her, and she didn't love him, and she was only using him. And now she wants Tyrese back. Well, you can't have Tyrese back because Tyrese has moved on, we think. Tyrese, this is my message for you. When a person shows you who they are, you must believe them. Of course, we don't want to believe them. We want to believe what we see. But no, if a person shows you that glimpse of who they really are, you better believe it and take them for their word. I know y'all got a kid together, but she only wanted money. That's it. You're going to listen to your friends and they're going to talk you out of your man, and your man ain't do nothing to you. Tyrese, be careful. Now, speaking of Tyrese, Genuine and Tank are reuniting for TGT. Remember back in 2013 when they came out with the Three Kings? Well, The three guys are teaming up for a reunion album and tour that we can expect in 2024. The Millie Vanilli story. Finally, tomorrow, Paramount Plus. Millie Vanilli had to be one of the biggest scandals in music history. Rob and Fab in the 90s, they made up Millie Vanilli. They were cute. They had the locks and the long hair. They were German and French, and they fit this pop star status. But they never sang a lick of the songs. They had the biggest hit ever with Girl You Know It's True. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was a huge hit. They did not sing the vocals. Rob and Fab knew this, and they say they thought it was a one-off. Okay, we won't sing lead on that, but the others you'll let us sing. No, the voices behind Millie Vanilli that were not ready for video, the video world. They didn't have the look, and particularly back then, you had to have a certain kind of look to sell the product, sell the brand, sell the records. It was a devastating scandal because when the tape broke and everyone was like, what just happened? They were in shock. They were like, the music stopped. We're not singing. They ran off the stage. What ensued? They had to get back the Grammys, but they talk about when they submitted them to the Grammys. Now, I don't know who submitted them, but y'all know damn well they weren't singing. They weren't singing. What are y'all doing? They said that Arista Records went into a panic because they knew that they did not sing it. So maybe they thought they won't win. Millie Vanilli won. So by the time the scandal came to be, and it's so interesting because Fab is still alive. He's 57 with a family, kids, and the fitness. He has been in rehab a couple times. But Rob died in 1998 from a drug overdose. They plied them with the drugs, with the women, to keep them quiet. But they knew they never sang on these songs. I met Millie Vanilli in the 90s. There was a mall in outside of Philly called the Cheltenham Mall, and it was huge. And they came in their child like they were the Beatles, and they wouldn't really talk, And I was like, ooh, they must think they the Beatles, like they must think they all that they ain't got to speak or anything. They weren't talking because they knew they were perpetrating a fraud, and he said they were scared. They were scared to do interviews because they knew we're not the ones singing on that song. And that's something, because I'm telling you, I just thought they were arrogant and standoffish and They were afraid to speak. So who's to blame for the Millie Vanilli scandal? There was this white producer who put them out there. He never got in trouble. Rob and Fab had to be humiliated and just go through scorn when this man knew, because he put everything together. I'm fascinated by this story, this scandal, because I got to meet them. Paramount Plus, y'all, because we're going to talk about it later in the week. I'm going to give you a chance to catch up. But Paramount Plus, the Millie Vanilli story. Living Single is 30 years old. Queen Latifah, Kim Fields, Kim Coles, great Erica Alexander, a great cast. 30 years old. A new box set has been released in honor of Living Single. You always hope that they would do a reprise and maybe bring it back, but Living Single, if you're into those box sets, it is available now. Jonathan Majors. He's been quiet. I don't even know what's going on with that case. Can they let him off the hook with the old girlfriend? They're saying that he may have secretly married Megan Good. Now, they've been playing the part. She show up in court, child. She walk with her head up high. She like, I'm with my man. Jonathan, if y'all did get married, I really hope that you love her and you're not using her for your career. Please. And Megan, And look at me. I could see her walk into my kitchen, and I'll be like, "Girl, what you doing? Now, don't get hurt. Don't get hurt. Don't get caught up if he don't love you. If he don't love you, don't marry him. Can't do that. Protect your heart." Brian McKnight continues to be a major, major disappointment. I do not know why this man cannot love his children, but it's a damn shame. Brian McKnight has changed his name to his youngest son, the baby's name. They gave this kid this kind of name. Well, Brian McKnight then changed his name to that. Well, what about the Brian Jr., your oldest kid? Why do you hate your older children so much? How can you just turn against your children? Brian McKnight, he's trash. That's what I'm going to say. He's trash. Madonna, at 65, she's on this world tour. It's 78 stops. We are 7 dates in, and she's having problems. She almost died early this year from bacterial infection. And I think they probably told her, "Oh, you need to wait until the first of the year because you're not healthy enough." She's already having problems because she's just not her healthiest best. And I don't know if she's going to pull out, but it's not good. Congratulations, Tyler Perry just signed a new deal with Netflix. I know. Prime Video is coming out with the Maxine's Baby documentary. But Tyler Perry, the smart man, he has signed a deal to write, direct, and produce even more projects for Netflix. So kudos for him. Tyler Perry recently attempted to join forces with Scarlett Johansson and George Clooney to give money because this SAG-AFTRA strike is still going on over 100 days with the actors, to put money into their union fund so that they could go and try to support their families and feed and pay their bills. They struck them down and said that the money can only come from funds generated by the actors. They were trying to give them like $150 million or more just to help people because everyone who is an actor does not make the money that the superstars make. You ever heard that term, struggling actors? Well, they're struggling actors. And a lot of people, they got families, homes, cars, cell phones. They can't pay their bills because this strike, and they're trying to break that union. And it all gets down to the money from streaming, what they're owed, what they deserved. It's over 100 days. This strike has to end, not just for our enjoyment, but so these people can go on and live their lives. It's a trickle down. Because think about it. If a movie set, a TV set, what about the people who feed them? What about the craft services? They can't work because there's no one to feed. There's no work going on. And the camera people, it's a lot. Can they please end the actor strike? Because it's a mess. I had a lot of stuff today. Are you surprised that Jada's book is not selling at all? Are you surprised that Tyrese's ex-wife, wants to return? Do you think he should stay away and do like this? Stay away. The Millie Vanilli story. Are you as excited as I am? It's a telling story. I tell people all the time, the music business, you better underline the business part. It's a business. And nowadays, they want you to come on stage, do what you got to do. Then they want to exit you off because there's no more artist development. I don't think we're going to have the superstars that we have, with your Springsteens and your Stevie Wonders and just legends. Most of these people can't even perform. And Millie Vanilli, what a story. They weren't even singing. It's not cute not knowing. And now you know. Thanks for joining me. It's Curls and Scoop. It's big hair. We give it to you. It's all like a great, good bowl of gumbo. I'm Patty Jackson. Thanks for joining me. I'm your auntie of pop culture.